That it's gross and mean and it objectifies women.
It makes me feel disrespected. It is disrespectful.
Very disrespectful.
To me, it's disrespectful.
It's disrespectful. I just think that it's like disrespect. Catcalling can be disrespectful, but to a certain degree.
I would say make me feel uncomfortable and disrespected.
Guys are really disrespectful.
Like it's disrespectful. It just makes me feel disrespected.
It's very disrespectful to women also.
Because if you want to talk to me, you would approach me respectfully.
Especially if it's towards like teenagers, because we are teenagers who are vulnerable, and when you say that, it makes us feel unsafe.
And if they really thought I was as beautiful as they say I am, they should come up to me and introduce themselves in a respectful way.
Oh, right.
I think that if a guy doesn't have the guts to go up and actually introduce himself to a girl and treat her like she's another person and they can actually get to know each other like that, and he just wants to call to her like she's not like she's an animal or something, that's really offensive.
And it also depends how the female in the situation is acting, how she interprets a thing, because sometimes it is a compliment, but they take it as an insult because they've had it like put into their brain that if a guy compliments you on the street, he's being disrespectful, but sometimes he's actually like trying to get to know you and like approaching you in a respectful manner. But since like society has put it in your head that if someone approaches you on the street, it's disrespectful.
And I think it's just a continual an act that has been going on for many years because of how women are portrayed, especially back then, how they were portrayed as being less than men, and like today, even that continues, as well as them being like sexual objects. And so I think it's something that definitely needs to be fixed and needs to be talked about.
If you don't respect yourself, you can't expect other people to respect you.
You're expected to look a certain way because you always get a compliment when you look a certain way, and if you don't reach the expectation of looking that way, then you feel lower of yourself, or you feel ugly, or you don't feel as attractive.
Sometimes they just dress like that purposely to get attention and to get guys to get at them. And yeah, I feel bad saying that, but because sometimes that's just the way that girls want to dress themselves, and that's how they feel comfortable. But also, like, you have to think about how other people look at you.
Like, if you're trying to talk to me, you need to approach me in a different manner.
And there is something like nice about somebody tackling at you, but ultimately it makes you uncomfortable that someone would approach you from a way like that.
For me to be just walking down the street and somebody just comes and attacks me with all these type of words, like, it's disrespectful, it's rude, it doesn't make me feel good about myself, and it's not going to get you any action, so I don't know why you're wasting your time doing it.
I think that men think that it's a compliment, but it's not. It's really just blatant sexual harassment, and it needs to be stopped.
Some people refer to me as like, hey babe, or like trying to talk to me like that, but if anything, it doesn't get my attention. It will make me avoid you at all times.
Say you want to be with that person, and that person could potentially be like your lover or something. You want to come to them in a respectful manner and not sound like you're just trying to get their hands or something.
Feel like lowered.
Girls have a right to their own body, and like guys just need to respect it.
Women should have equal rights.
My position on catcalling, I wouldn't really support it, but I would like support like approaching a girl.
I think catcalling is an inappropriate way of getting at women, and I think it sets off a bad impression of you as a person. And if you want to get at a girl, you should just start with introducing yourself.
Alright, why we do it? Because we probably, we don't think, it's something, it distracts us, like, you just see something, you gotta say something. You don't really think about it, you just say it.
Yeah, right, everything you just said, just kind of summarize it down, put it in a little bit. We just do it because we don't really think about, it's not really that much respect going around anymore towards women.
Yeah, no respect.
Yeah, we just basically want to think that there's some, like, piece of trash or something walking by like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, that's not, we just,
it's not ethical.
It's not being disrespectful, you just,
It's just the way how it is now.
It's just the generation.
It's a new generation of catcalling.
In my opinion, catcalling isn't disrespectful at all. You're really just giving a girl a compliment, and then girls take it too far, like being like, oh, you suck, or oh, that's disrespectful, but really you're just complimenting them.
So do you catcall girls and why? And why don't you just go up to them politely and be like, hey, how are you doing instead?
I do it. Going up to them, that's real life kahunas to go up to them.
So you're a little bit scared to do that, so you rather just call from a distance?
Yeah.
One of our way to compliment females that we see as beautiful. So you should take it as a compliment and not take it as disrespectful.
But then there's a difference between like insulting a girl and like complimenting a girl, I guess.
So like, what's the difference?
What's the difference? There's like, I guess one's like passive aggressive and the other's like aggressive.
I mean, it depends on the girl, but if she like it, I mean, I just don't do that, but that's out of pocket.
See, I think girls like that because they want to be treated like some queen, but they want a dude whose pants is down here, and they want a dude who got like 0.0s and shit.
Approaching a girl was the more respected manner and more gentleman-like, especially towards women. And catcalling is more disrespectful and for those who really, I guess, feel insecure about themselves or feel insecure about like their confidence, because catcalling isn't the proper way to approach a girl. And I guess that's just a reflection on society and how it flipped the script and portrayed a different image on how we should approach people and how we should talk to people. Because if you really wanted to get at a girl or just introduce yourself or to make a friend, you wouldn't really necessarily be catcalling. You would go up to her properly and show her with some respect and talk to her with some manners. So I guess the difference between catcalling and approaching a girl is having manners and not having manners, being disrespectful and being respectful. So there you go.